I'm laughing to myself because, I'll sit on the couch for a couple hours and then I'll go to work. And later in the night, I'll start scrolling through my social media or around lunchtime. And there's always that one person that is just pissed at me because I'm happy. Hey, Wallace, nobody walks around with a coffee cup like that. Put that damn thing down. They're mad. They're mad at me. And I'm thinking to myself, hey, this is awesome. This must be a new guy because I've been holding this coffee cup up like this for a damn year. So it's just goofy as hell, right? So anyway, it works reverse for me. When people get mad at me for holding my coffee cup up, I'm like, oh, they're brand new because I've been doing this for a year. All right, a couple things to talk about today. Consumer cellular, the cell phones, breaking news this morning, and NASCAR people are going wild on social media. Who would have thought that a cell phone coming back with Brad Keselowski's name all over it for $20 a month? So Adam Stern reports that Consumer Cellular, never heard of them. So that means that's working because I've never heard of Consumer Cellular. But Adam Stern reports that that company has got a phone and it's got Brad Keselowski on it. It looks cool, just like the old days. We used to, as they say, study your history because it repeats itself. Cell phones were huge in NASCAR, and they made cell phones of all the drivers, but looks like it's back. So that's exciting. Check that out. Leads me to this. I went to Atlanta, and Charlie Marlowe is going to download my trip to Atlanta very soon. I made it a little difficult on him because it was like in 30-second or 1 minute and 30-second little snips, little, videos. So he's got to edit it all together, but look out for that. It's coming out soon. It shows me leaving the airport, getting on the plane, landing in Atlanta, and everything I do. What does it take me to do to go do Trackside Live? So when we were circling around the racetrack in John Scatoni's airplane, we're getting ready to land right next to the Atlanta Speedway, and I noticed I noticed all the souvenir trailers, and I really noticed how later in the day people were lined up at the souvenir trailers like the old days. Then you tie that together where everybody, I don't know if you've noticed it, but I've been signing literally thousands of trading cards. So respond right here, everybody. There was a day that, and this is what did happen to NASCAR, right? The die-cast industry was overinflated. We've done plenty of videos about that. So that the die-cast went downhill. But then they took those souvenir trailers out of the Midway, which made the Midway look empty. They got rid of, our show, NASCAR Race Day, fueled by Sunoco. NASCAR Race Day, fueled by Sunoco. Then, they got rid of that. So when you went behind the grandstands at the racetracks, there was this crazy 6 years or so where there was nothing. There was no souvenir trailers. There was no NASCAR Race Day fueled by Sunoco TV show. And you looked around, you're like, what the hell happened to NASCAR? The optics look bad. So I noticed when I went to Atlanta, the circus was back. And it made me smile, made me happy. And there were so many people lined up at those souvenir trailers. Hey, Louie the legend. But anyway, what really made me happy is the drivers, the NASCAR drivers were out at their souvenir trailer signing autographs for all you fans. I just think that's awesome. I just thought I'd, bring that subject up. I've been signing thousands of trading cards. We've been documenting it. We've been making videos of it, showing you all. And then looking at Atlanta now with, we have brought back Trackside Live. We'll be at Circuit of the America this Sunday from 11 to 12. So isn't it weird? The whole NASCAR arena just really up like Hogan's goat. They screwed up so bad years ago, and now they're making it right. The souvenir trailers are back. Trackside Live is back. And the Midway's hopping, man. It's the place to be. Just made me happy. All right. The last thing on the docket today. Something went pretty cool yesterday for me. 20 years ago, everybody thought Tom Cruise was going crazy. He went on the NBC morning show with Matt Lauer. And he kind of, I guess you could say Tom Cruise at the time kind of scared people. Tom Cruise made a big deal about how, Adderall, all Adderall does is cover up what's really wrong with you, and how Ritalin just covers up what's really wrong with you. And these drugs are very dangerous. And when these doctors prescribe these drugs, it's just really covering up what's really wrong with you. It doesn't get to the root of the problem. And somebody put that up there on X, and I thought, I'm going to watch this, because they put me on Ritalin for a couple weeks. Now, I want to be clear about something. This is a very serious subject to me, and I'm used to people laughing at me, but that's okay. But Tom Cruise said to Matt Lauer, Matt, they're not getting to the root of the problem. Why are these people on Adderall? And we know the college kids take it. They call it Addy. Listen, I know all about Adderall. I got some friends that are on it, and it destroyed them. It destroyed them. And I'm not going to go any deeper. And then the Ritalin, they put it on me. God, how old was I? I was in about 5th or 6th grade. What was I, 9, 10 years old? I don't know, something like that. 11, 12. But anyway, Tom Cruise says, they're not getting to the root of the problem. You know what the root of the problem for me was? I was diagnosed, no lie, excessive happiness. Kenny Wallace, the child, he's too happy. He's too excited about life. He's so happy all the time. He's excited. He's making friends, and he's just driving us nuts. Can you calm this kid down? My diagnosis, with my hand on a Bible, Kenny Wallace was excessive happiness. And my mother took me off of it right away after about 2 or 3 pills, because it changed me right away. And we talked about this before, but it's all over X right now. And if you go to my timeline, there's a lot of people. Listen, when I do autograph sessions or I do speeches, family members come up to me. Kenny Wallace, thank you so much for talking about your mother taking you off Ritalin. My kid's real happy. He's jacked up on Sundrop too. But, when you give people pills, I've never, and this is the truth, my hand on a Bible, on the death of me, this is the truth. I've never taken pills in my life. This is me. Now, here lately, I've been taking 20 milligram pravastatin sodium just to make sure my cholesterol stays good, because when you get older, you don't want your arteries to clog up. And I've been keeping my cholesterol under 200, but man, I eat like a rabbit, and it's right around 200. The doctor said, well, are you ready? I said, yep. I'm ready, because I've run, I work out, and I've broke my foot. I've fractured my feet, and I'm like, I ain't running no more. And boy, I eat like a rabbit. So I'm finally, for the first time in my life, at almost 62 years old, taking a 20 milligram pravastatin sodium. But respond right here. I got somebody very close to me that got hooked on that Adderall. And I know it's for you college kids, and I know it's to focus, but it will f you up. So kids, everybody, if somebody's too hyper and they're aggravating you, don't put them on drugs. That's dumb. That's dumb. All right, everybody. Well, that was some mashed potatoes today. Mashed potatoes. We talked about damn cell phones. We talked about the souvenir industry. And we talked about stay off drugs, kids. Stay off drugs. If you're aggravating your mama, hey, mom, dad, don't take your kid to some damn psychiatrist like they did with me, because I was diagnosed excessive happiness. Kenny's too happy. He drives me crazy because I'm miserable, damn it. Have a great Tuesday, everybody.